Hey, hello, glad you're watching another episode of Fire Emblem 5, Negative Growths, Thracia 7076, etc, etc, etc. I'm Mekkah, joined once again by good old Raisins. How's it going?
I'm doing very well. I'm really excited for this map. We get two amazing units as far as I can see, including a returner from the previous game, FE4, so I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yes, we will have to make a decision on which one of those units to get. Not the hardest decision I've ever made, but one worth talking about nonetheless. Yeah, I should probably, I should just scroll through the map one more time real quick, because I skipped the map intro. And we just get going. I'll explain the strategy as we go along, as is the case for these like slightly shorter maps, I will say. Fiend's Lair. That's this Radric's little castle in the little middle there.
Oh, that's just Radric's castle. That's where the next map occurs, right?
Yeah, he's actually in the next map. He's not in this one yet, but we're going to his lair, I guess, which is why the title refers to it.
Oh.
If the most exciting part of a map is that it goes to the next map, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, like, that happens a lot in Fire Emblem, where, like, okay, here's an enemy castle, and then, like, you attack the castle, and then in the next map, you're inside the castle, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that happens several times in each FE game.
Yeah, if you think about it, FE4, Chapter 8 and 9, Chapter 8 is called, like, the Dragon Knights of Thracia, which is what this scenario is based upon. This is what happens in FE4, Chapter 8. Manster Castle is being saved by one group of, like, Crusaders, whatever. In this case, Leif in FE4 itself. And there's, like, Dragon Knights that come from here that are gonna, you know, attack it. And that chapter is called the Dragon Knights of Thracia, even though most of the Thracian Dragon Knights are fought in the next chapter. And similarly, there's like Sign of Light, the chapter 20 that I happened to edit today. That refers to Selef, who just meets Leif at the end of that map. And same thing, it's just referring to something that happens after the map's over. This is like a weird little sign. Anyway, what we gotta do is, you know, seize this castle, kill this boss. But there's a bit of a twist to it in the middle that I'll show you. To show that little twist, I need to make a very delicate move, which is move Saias one space down. And then because I'm doing this turn anyway, we're going to silence a goon over here. And this will demonstrate right away how good Saias is. Because, as you'll see here, he's not going to miss. Sai is that good.
Yeah, I think it's this is definitely show not tell. Look at this guy.
There you go.
Stop not missing at negative growths. Hold up.
I know, right? Oh, there we go. All right. Good Saias. Good Saias. All right. Now I can show his thing, and I've just demonstrated two things that are pretty good about Saias, but that's a first impression, all right? So what other first impressions are you getting, Raisins?
I guess one could say there's like three things. You know, you demonstrated his move star, his staff rank, and his 16 skill. But yeah, no, he's also got some leadership stars too. Take a look at him. All right, go down there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, like, Renault wishes he could be this guy, that's all I'm saying. But, like, no, so, obviously, like, he joins very late. Like, let's just get that out the way. Like, yeah, he joins very late. Like, we're practically here at the end of the game and have, like, a million other staff users. But I think in the context of this run, he's freaking amazing.
Yeah, he is. I will say, after this chapter is over, he's going to slim down his authority even more. We initially saw him with 10 authority stars. He's brought it down to 5 now, and he's going to lose, I think he's going to lose another 2 before next map. So he's actually left with like 3. So if you're being sold on his performances in previous maps when deciding whether to get Saias or not, because there's an alternative character set of Sais you can get instead. But if you buy this guy based on 5 leadership stars, you're going to come out with 3 leadership stars, so keep that in mind. But there's vigor stars, he gets to keep all those, and that's quite amazing.
Right. And honestly, even like
Yeah.
Even 3 should be enough. He's got the staff rank to use everything, and he does it very accurately. He's also got like what? How much move?
He's got
Is that like
7 move, yeah, you're right.
Is that an unusually high amount of move, or is that like how much you'd expect?
Yeah, I think Sloof has 6 when promoted as he promotes the High Bishop as well, or High Priest in this case. So yeah, I think he has +1 move from the base class, kind of like Dagdar, for example. Warrior should have 6, he has 7. That's right.
I mean, I think we've been through characters, like this is maybe the 6th or 7th time that we said stuff like, staff rank is kind of good in this game. But like it probably just bears repeating that this guy is definitely useful, at the very least in this map, I think. Because there is a choice between this and another unit.
Yeah.
But it's not like a lot of previous Samson and Aran type situations where like you don't have either one and then you make a choice. It's like you have Saias for a little bit. So you might as well make the most of them, Like let's just go ahead and use them. Even if you want the other unit, whom we should meet briefly.
Yeah,
shortly.
I think Sais is going to be more useful than a lot of my other units right now. Even though I'm not going to keep him permanently because, spoilers, the other character is much better. I'm just going to highlight, like, staff rank, obviously really good. Really high magic, something we didn't highlight yet. 18 magic is an insane amount. It's more than any of my other characters. I still think the other character's better, but he's really, really good if you want him to be. He also comes with like, a lot of good stuff I'm just going to nick from him. But because he got this movement star, I can do this again and just put all the fatigue and experience on a character that I'm not using anymore after this. Thank you, Saias. Very cool.
That does seem great.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when we were...
Well done. Okay, let's get him out of here though, because there is a bunch of ballistas that will murder him if I keep him here. I also want to give a shout out to Penta Axe General over here, a monster general with 5 axes. This guy wanted to stop Tina from taking over. He was like, I'm not getting disarmed by this girl, so I'm bringing 5 axes so that I can support my ballista friends with charm without getting all my weapons robbed from me. And I really appreciate this design. There's not many enemies like this in Thracia, but when they're here, it's just so funny to me to just have a random general with 5 axes and charm. There's memes on this guy over in it, and I love it. This guy's great.
It's so ridiculous. I love it. They remake Thracia. This guy's gonna have like a whole cutscene. It'll be like Shadow. It'll be like Shadow of Mordor. You meet it, and like a health bar pops up.
All right, Sais, come here. I don't want you to die just yet. Come here.
What? Just yet, Muckus?
Honestly, I could let him die, but his inventory is so good. I want to keep it. Here you go. There goes his skill again. Yeah,
nice. Is that down to 10 skill now?
Yeah, if you lose one more, you can start missing. Not good. Not my favorite.
It's good. It's pretty good.
All right. Let's try to steal from... Oh, wait. Do you have a thief staff or not? Oh, you need to repair it. That's right. Safi. Let's see if we can hit a hammer on the thief staff here.
This is our second use of Hammerin, right? Our first one was... No.
I think this was our second to last, actually.
Okay, never mind. It has 5 uses in this game, not 3.
Yeah, I used one on Brave Axe, I think. I think I used one on a Warp Staff. And I think I used one... I don't remember the third one. It might have been another Warp. But this one was on Thief. It might have been Thief as well, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, we got the Thief back. Let's take this guy's Master Axe anyway, because I think having a third one will be helpful. I'm getting another one next map, and I'll have 3 for final, which I think will be helpful. If you can just like not miss Tina, that'd be super great. Just like
that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, let's just try that again. Let's give it another go. Come on, Tina. One more time.
I think the universe would break if this guy. Yeah. The universe would break if this guy became like a 4-axe general, though. So
All right, just give me that
allowed
scroll now. Give it to me. Thief staff, Master Axe. Give it to me, please. Come on. I think she got it.
Please give me.
Please give.
Yes.
Much good. All right,
Plus to have axe.
Here you go.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Now we just need to get Leif to the throne, basically, and then we're done. So I'm gonna use my flyers for that purpose. So I'm gonna... Let's see, there was one more thing I wanted to do. I don't remember what it was, so it's probably not important. Leif goes down here. I have...
Can't be the villages. There's no way.
Yeah, the villages are not super important. These, I think, I don't think those villages give you anything whatsoever. I might be wrong on that, but I think they don't give you anything because they're so close to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
it's just lore.
6. It's just lore houses. I think this is too far. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here. There you go. Perfect. Dance. Yeah, the houses on the right, they do give you stuff, but they're a little hard to get to without warp, so I'm not gonna bother. They give you like, it's like a pure water, I think, and some other stuff. And you also got these are the houses I'm talking about. And then you got these kids. I think they're supposed to be the same kids that are fleeing from Master Castle in FE4. And my headcanon that, like, they don't actually give you a reward if they escape or survive or anything like that. They've just been freed by Saias. But my headcanon is that they just felt like, we're rewarding you for these kids in FE4, so there's no reason to reward you again. So
I know, right?
That's the reason.
Go play the other game.
Yeah, go play the other game, yeah.
Spend money on the other game in order to get the reward.
Here. And we'll grab her. Having Laura around will be useful as well. So
but wait, the reward in FE4 is like experience, right?
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm not getting him. That's another good explanation. Let me just go into a lore house real quick.
It's negative growth, so we can't do it.
Oh, whoops!
I mean, like, okay, we got experience in FE4. Oops. Can they give us like gold here?
I was still playing on my growth screen. Whoops. Oh, thanks, house. Very nice. That should be it for the map because we disabled 2 sleep dark bishops over here. And that should be all we need to. So now let's watch a cutscene.
Okay.
Pant.
This is a pant.
What manner of heathen are you? I am Set of the Magi. We've taken control of the city, save for one wing of the castle. Surrender now and prepare to fight.
Oh no.
Oh, how droll. But I won't fall for such an obvious bluff.
I don't think he's buffing. Wait, what? Oh, it's the next turn. Oh, never mind.
No. For the city. Goodbye.
Just crits him. Is that a guaranteed crit
yes,
for the cutscene?
It's a cutscene crit, yes.
Okay.
Suddenly this castle is taken by a Set. What do you get when you put a character with infinite avoid on a castle that gives +10 defense? Well, you get like something like this, probably.
I feel like it.
Yeah.
I don't. Something tells me this guy isn't gonna die.
He was actually coded to be invincible back when he appeared in chapter 4X, but in this one he's technically not invincible. I think. In fact, I think if he dies, you get a game over, which is hilarious to me. And in my Iron Man, my first FF5 Iron Man ever, the boss here, I think his name is Anand. He's probably gonna die. Unfortunately, I never got to show off his awesome portrait. That guy actually crit my Set in the face with a fire sword, so Set almost died. I didn't even know it gave a game over, but it was just like, so funny to me.
It's like, hold up.
Hold up. What happened here?
So, yeah, please don't.
This is, I guess, another good first impression for you, Raisins. We're demonstrating both of our new characters today before we even get to talk about them.
That's right. He's using up all the Forcetti too.
Yeah, bad unit. He's also using up all the XP though because he's green, which is fortunate. But he does get fatigue. But fortunately, I think he'll be okay on fatigue. He has 32 HP. I think it'll be hard to fatigue him. You know he'll be using some staves. Well, a couple more. I can't even show animations like I want to, but I can't. It's impossible.
No,
green units just don't have animation.
Forcetti animation.
Yeah.
So we just see the map animation in which he summons a tornado that's larger than most of the map.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make this my whole intro, just like Set using Forcetti over and over. Like wind god music under it.
Like it's literally like this AoE is literally hitting all the children's head, bro. Like
not the children. Okay, this is the Bow Knight. After this should be the boss. I wonder if he'll hit. I'll laugh if he does.
Alright, boss, show us what you got.
What you got, friend? Oh, here comes. Witness the fury of the Knights of Munster, you damned rebels!
You rebel scum.
You almost hit him.
Okay,
so close.
He almost hit his feet.
Nice try, scrub. But it was supposed to.
I don't know what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, so that cutscene activates when you put someone within a certain square around the throne, kind of like in the last chapter that we played. It plays out on enemy phase. And my first playthrough ever, I killed this boss on turn 1 with a super heavily RNG abused Karen, and as a result, I never got Set. I got Sais instead. That's how
that's not too bad though, right? I mean,
it's not
Sais
terrible.
Is still pretty good. Sais is still pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, who's this? Oh, this guy. Well, holy crap! Look at this guy.
He's strong.
Yeah, he's big.
I don't remember how I got around this problem over here. I think I just waited an extra turn for him to disappear. Normally you don't need to. Normally you had like Warp Leif over here, talk to him, Warp Lara, dance for Leif, Sais, and that's it. I'm not doing that, but I'm gonna wait an extra turn here to do this little shtick because I don't want to die. And I won't set this clean up this last guy for me. Just gonna chill here, see how the range of ballistas.
Yeah, we're not going for turn count, so like we might as well just
it's a high turn count playthrough. Yeah, and in case you're wondering, like I didn't need the movement star on Sais. I could just like use these guys to get science in instead. But now that we're here, let's take away Sais' stuff before I forget. Free door key, much appreciated.
Take the door key. That's the most important part, actually.
Gotta take it. I gotta take it. And huddle our units together for no apparent reason. There's no actual reason.
All right, Duke Knight. Show us what you got.
Watch
him just not attack. He's like, I'm just gonna chill.
Or just crit. Instead he just dies. That would also be funny.
With the killer lance.
Yeah.
He had an arsenal. He had like steel great lance or just like great lance or whatever, and killer. He had a bunch of stuff.
I think it's maybe the same idea as the Penta X General, but to a lesser extent, where they don't want Tina to just be able to like disable a unit entirely. That's my head.
Started bringing spares.
Good job, kids. You moved one square. I hope you're proud. Hope your parents are proud now. Okay, so you got Leif. So Leif's going here. And you're going like here. So, watch out for the ballistas. Yeah, watch out for the ballistas, Leif. Watch out for the ballistas, Leif.
He should be fine.
I mean, he's gonna get hit by a Venom Ballista for 22 damage. That doesn't like sound super fine to me.
Oh,
So is Dean, though. Well, maybe they'll go for Sed. Or maybe I have to replay the whole chapter.
Yeah, no. I feel like we should have checked that range first.
I feel like I should have too. I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's just drop Lara out of range and hope for dodges, I guess. Just dodge Lamau, the classic.
Just dodge Lamau. We could sleep the ballista.
I could, I guess. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Would that be worth
reset. Yeah, it wouldn't be. It's not worth in the sense that I shouldn't have done it. Okay, actually, we can use Saias for it.
Wait, what if you berserk a ballista?
He's still gonna shoot me, probably. He's gonna go for the best target, right? Okay, let's put.
Actually, yeah, because I think Leif and Dean are actually the only targets for him. He can't even hit an enemy with it.
Yeah, I think. I mean, you could probably hit one of these dark mages, but they're more bulky than Leif is, unsurprisingly. Yeah. So, yeah, let's
just sleep them.
I'll use a sleep, and then maybe if I feel like it, I'll reset the chapter and like replay without using the sleep. But for now, I don't want to get slept.
Yeah, no.
This is why we have Saias.
Saias doing one last useful thing.
You guys ever see a sleeping ballista? There you go.
There you go. Sleeping ballista.
No, we've
reduced it. Comfy, don't.
We have reduced his movement to 0. Now his stats are bad, as opposed to this. The big difference.
No attack speed. Oh no, not a thief.
Speaking of...
Oh crap.
Hello. You guys are here. Dun, 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 dun.
Dark Mages is just leaping out of the forest.
This is why I wanted to drop Lara to seize the turn earlier, because otherwise this gets spooky real quick. No, my empty house. Not empty. My whatever. What is it? Like a pure water house? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's like a. I looked at them and I was like, yeah, okay, I see why we're skipping. I was upset.
It was so bad. You never remembered what they had.
Oh, do we need to get the sleep staff off of Saias or no?
It's broken now. I guess I can get it. Finally arrived. Sorry to keep you waiting. I never did get a chance to thank you for rescuing me, Prince said. So my secret is out.
Broke us out of jail.
How did you know my Prince? Did Karen tell you? Yeah, she did. If what she said is true, you stayed behind here to protect the people of Munster instead of returning to your native, Celeste. Naive
Celeste.
I'm reading this out because this is one of the best combos in the game. I'm sorry, I've proven to be such a worthless prince. Everything you've gone through all comes down to my own weakness. I had a chance to liberate the city when I was lying here, but all I could do was run. That was unforgivable of me. There's no need to apologize, Prince. It's no fault of yours. My plan was doomed from the start. I had intended to liberate much more of the city and its people, but not even my holy weapon, the Tome of Forseti, could overcome the power of Raedric's Loptirian Fang. Because of that one miscalculation, I lost many of the very good people I'd come here to save. I am to blame for all this, not you. Even so, I envy you, Prince said. The people hail you as a hero, and they're not wrong. You're everything I'm not. Holy blood runs through your veins, and you can wield the very weapon your namesake once used. And I have nothing. I'm a world apart from the likes of you and Seliph. I am no crusader. Prince Leif, how could you say such a thing? Being a crusader means more than just happening to inherit the right kind of blood. For centuries, Druckdorf was ruled by the Loptir Church and its empire. The Crusaders were the ones that overthrew their rule. And that's exactly what you've been doing for a whole year now, Prince Leif. You fought and bled to liberate the people of Thracia. You walked a path that would have broken lesser men. But on you marched, waging your own holy war to free countless souls from the grip of the Empire. Neither Lord Selef nor I have any right to call ourselves better than you. You're the youngest of us, you spent your childhood being hunted, and you've never stopped fighting. In fact, you've been fighting for longer than any of us have. If you're not a crusader, then who the hell is? Take heart, Prince Leif, your soul sings with the voice of Nyoron. You've done her legacy proud. Prince said, I don't know how to thank you. I look at you and Lord Selef, see the skill of what you've accomplished, see the enormity of your armies, and then I think of my own mistakes, of the people I've failed, and I feel so small and weak, like a sickly child standing behind giants. Perhaps I still am a child, in many ways. And that would mean that I, holy weapon and all, need to be rescued by a child. Do you mean to insult me? No, that's not what. I was only joking, Prince Leif. This is hardly the time to fool around. Back to the matter at hand. My men and I have Radric pinned down in a small wing of the castle, with no way for him to escape. Alas, there is a complication. He's using the few remaining children in the castle dungeon as hostages. The Magi don't have the manpower to both storm the castle and keep fighting the Knights of Munster in the streets. Prince Leif, will you lend me your strength and lead your forces into the castle while the Magi keep order in the city? It would be my honor to fight alongside you. I, too, have a score to settle with Radric. How fitting that this fiend will meet his end at the hand of the Prince of Leonster. Gods be with you, Prince Leif.
Let's go. Football pep talk.
Top tier pep talk for both of them, honestly.
True.
Here we go. And this is the other half of it. This is what you unlock if you do this little convo. If you get this little character development, you also get this as a bonus.
Monster.
Do I need to even ask? Do I even need to ask?
Yeah, like, is this the first time we've seen, like, besides maybe looking at Radric's Loptier Fang, is this the first time we've actually seen, like, stats at this magnitude?
I think so.
In our Thracia playthrough so far?
I think so.
Yeah, it's kind of big.
It's kind of huge.
Like, we were talking. Okay, actually, hold on though. How much does the Force Steady weigh him down? I'm just kind of curious.
6.
Okay, like come on.
Yeah.
That's like.
So he's only got 30 attack speed. I'm sorry.
Only has 30 attack speed. What are you gonna do with that? Yeah, no, these funny numbers in the top right. Avoid 122. Yeah, it seems like a lot. So, I mean, yeah, he's kind of good. Like, do we even need to get into it?
I mean, the combat speaks for itself. He murders absolutely everything. Thracia's minimum hit rate comes into play on set a lot because a lot of enemies will just have 0 hit on him on any other game, but in this game he has, he faces 1 hit still, so he can technically die. It doesn't happen often. I know that Lolos Antonia, a girl who played, or a woman who played the FE5 Iron Man playthrough, LTC ranked Iron Man playthrough, I should phrase it properly. She planned Sed to kill like 1 enemy in the final chapter, and he missed a 99.
Oh no!
Kill. But other than that, I think he's the most reliable unit that has ever existed, both offensively and defensively. And on top of that, he's got staff utility too. He's got A staffs as well. It's so stupid.
He's got adept because like why not?
Yeah, because all Sages have adept. It's a class skill, but still, they just gave him that too. Like, what does Saias have in places like Nihil? Like whatever, bro. Adept is actually like helpful for getting like really tough boss skills every now and then. And he also has 2 Vigor stars, and he's an Authority star too. Like he has like almost every quality that Saias has. Some of them in a little less quantity, but then the combat is just so much better. And then there's like a lot of random stuff you can do too. Like if you have Meteor Tomes, you can use those. If you have Blizzard Tomes, you can use those. If you have Nosferatu, you can use that. And of course, any status staff, Restore, Rewarp, Warp, Rescue.
Is there an A rank Thunder Tome that he can't use? Or?
I don't know what rank Thoron is. It might be A, so he might not be able to use that. Which I'm not sure why they give him B there. Actually, bolting is something he cannot use. I know that for sure.
That's fair. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Too bad. Sorry, we're sticking with Saias. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Like yeah, no, I mean like. Obviously, maybe you might say, "Oh, this is just negative growth. This is why this guy looks so good." Nah, this is like even if you had a growth unit, this guy's like head and shoulders above them in combat.
He is.
Like it's outrageous.
Yeah, I do think if you're playing with growths, that there's an argument for taking Sais instead because his utility might come in more handy, whereas the combat might be overkill. But even in a growth playthrough, this guy will obviously be still very, very helpful, and it's somewhat close there, I guess maybe. In negative growth though. Sed is much better, obviously, because we don't have these overkill combats. I need every bit of like good combat that I can get, especially combat with range. That's so valuable. It's so powerful. There is one problem with Sed in negative growths. You can see this base level is 14, right? So
yeah, his growth's like really good.
Yeah, here you go, Racins. These are his growths.
Oof.
I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that they matter a lot because even if you had 0 speed, Force Steady would still be pretty fast. But damn, that's gonna suck when you like fight stuff.
I feel like by the time we break the first set, he will probably break the set too. Like,
yeah,
you know?
that's a good way to phrase it. Yeah, he's gonna level down some stats for sure. I do think I can spare him from most combat next chapter. It's not very combat demanding, and then in the final chapter, like who cares, right? So that will be the saving grace for him. But jeez,
just use it.
Yes.
All right. I mean, like this guy's kind of good. Like I can see why we're taking him over Saias.
Yeah.
Like obviously, and here's the thing: if you see these units, remember, like whenever I have a choice between two units, like I can't really think of a single like choice between two units in Fire Emblem that's like objectively one of them is better or more correct. So if you're like, oh, I wanna take Saias instead, I'm not gonna scoff at you, you know, like just take him ever you like more. But in this case, it's definitely like the correct play for us to just take Said.
Yes.
The combat is just it's so good. It actually unlocks like an entirely new axis upon which we can fight because now we finally have a unit.
Yeah.
Who can just like annihilate everything.
I do think I could find a place for Sais to be useful because of the 18 magic. I just think set straight up killing something is more useful. That's the way I view it. Okay, I took their things, like both of their things, right? Yep, great.
There we go.
He moves Set off the throne. Normally, if you don't want him, you'd have to like leave him green, don't talk to him, rescue him off with like a flyer or something, and then you seize and you get Saias instead. That's generally how I would do it. There's more complications to the recruitment than that, and which way you can choose them, but that's the most simple way to do it. Just don't talk to him, rescue him off, and keep Saias instead. And then in that case, you probably want to take his door key. And then Forsetti if you want to be funny. Actually, you can't take that because he's green. Never mind, you can't do that.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you don't get his thing. Shucks. I guess there's not a reason to get him. Just get the door key.
Get the door key.
Yeah, I gotta get the door key. And that's the chapter. And normally we'd have the Dragon Knights fly in here, but unfortunately we beat them to the punch, so we're not gonna see him, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we just got through the map too quickly.
Yeah.
All right.
But if you want to see him, play FE4. Dun, 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 dun.
So this is like, chronologically speaking, this is taking place at no, it has to be taking place before at least chapter 7, right? So
it is taking place during FE4 chapter 8. So like remember then Altena's like stormed the little castle, the master castle with Set on it? That's this scenario.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that makes sense, but like doesn't Leif need to be recruited by Sela first over there, or
yeah, but
or does that happen last map?
That happened a couple maps ago, but I didn't show it. It's the map where Dermot joined us. That's why he was able to join us, because he went from Sela's army to Leif's army.
Oh, so I didn't know that was supposed to be like that conversation we had 2 maps ago was supposed to be like the chapter 7 recruitment of Leif, and now we're kind of like playing out this situation, but in the Thracia engine. Okay, that makes sense actually.
Kind of. Thracia takes some liberties and some like little changes in the way things go, because obviously Sela was involved in the freeing of Master in FE4. So that's like much different. Like Sela isn't present at all here. He's doing a different castle while we're doing this. He's in a different castle. But it's kind of like that. Anyway, that is it for this chapter. Next one is chapter 24. If you've played this game, then you know what's coming, but you don't know everything that's coming. I have a little surprise planned that you might not see coming, so stay tuned for that.
Most people prepare for Raedric. Raedric's got to prepare for us.
We'll see you next time, guys, and I'll talk about the Bragi Blade when we get there. Peace.
See you.